Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm out here again in my beautiful location, my park. I call it my park, but it's not really my park. I just like to hang out here because it's so pretty. There's lots of wildlife, there are squirrels, there are birds, and in the summertime, of course, I get to see more wildlife, more birds. But anyway, I'm just hanging out here, enjoying the gorgeous weather. We're getting a really nice fall here in Virginia. And even though it's a little bit chilly for me, I can't complain because we have beautiful blue skies. So anyway, guys, a little update on my wrist. I'm still healing. It's still a little swollen, obviously, but I'm taking care of it by icing it and putting heat pads on it from time to time as well. So anyway, hopefully I'll get through this and I'll be able to get back into jewelry making. I was even thinking about making some pieces using aluminum wire because aluminum wire is very soft and very easy to do wire wrapping with. So I may just try that. I don't know. I'll have to see. So that's a little tip for those of you who have disabilities. You can try using aluminum wire. I may just do it just to help you guys out. But of course, it's not as strong as regular craft wire. So I don't recommend it if you're making jewelry to sell or to give to people. If you're making it for yourself, I guess it's okay. But anyway, today we're not going to be doing a tutorial. We're going to be doing an unboxing. And I'm going to be opening up the Curated Bead Box for the month of November. And one of the things I love about Curated Bead Box is that they always give you tons of beads. So if you're looking to build up your bead stash, that's the box for you. And if you're not familiar with that box, I'll leave the link down below so you can go check out the website. Curated Bead Box is a monthly bead subscription box that includes all kinds of things such as beads, charms, pendants, and other items specially selected with unique color combinations and themes. There are usually enough items to make a number of pieces such as bracelets, necklaces, and earrings. The box goes for $20 a month, which includes shipping in the USA. And if you don't want a subscription, you can always just buy the box individually. They actually do offer previous boxes on their website. One of the nice things about this box is their Finding Starter Kit, which usually comes in either silver or gold. And if you're a beginner, this is the perfect box for you because the Finding Starter Kit includes crimp beads, elastic, beading wire, memory wire, head pins, jump rings, ear wires, and lobster claw clasps. So there's no need to go out and buy anything extra because everything you need is included, except for the tools, of course. Anyway, like I said, I'll leave a link down below along with a coupon code for 35% off your first subscription box. The coupon code is Luisa35. Now, before we open up the latest Curated Bead Box, let me remind you to please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so, because it really does help my channel and it helps me as a content creator to stay motivated to create more videos for you. I know I ask you every single time and you're probably getting sick and tired of it, but it really does help my channel. All right, guys, well, I'm really anxious to see what's in the box. I'm hoping that it's a fall theme or maybe a Halloween theme. I haven't had a chance to look at the photo on the front of the box, so I can't wait to see what's in it. Let's go ahead, turn the camera around, and we'll get started. And here we have Curated Bead Box for the month of November. And I love the image here because it gives you a little glimpse of what's inside the box. And I'm seeing some beautiful deep blue colors and purples and pinks, it looks like. I did want to point something out, guys. Down here it says bead sizes and types may vary due to availability. And I'm pointing that out because you may receive a box that's slightly different than the one that I'm going to show you today. If you do, I don't think it's more than one strand. And usually it's a variation on the size or the color of the beads that are on any particular bead strand. But hopefully that won't happen, and hopefully you'll get the same beads that I'm going to be showing you today. And down here it shows you a list of all the beads that are included. On the right hand side are some codes. And my understanding is that if you ever wanted more beads of a particular kind, you could go to the website and do a search using these codes. So let's go ahead and open up the box. As you can see, it's wrapped up in tissue. And look how beautiful and feminine these colors are. There are definitely a lot of cool tones in this collection, but it looks like it's mostly pinks and blues. So let me go ahead and organize this and we'll go through each item. I usually like to start with the larger beads first, and these beads are 12 millimeters in size. Each strand is 8 inches long. And oh my goodness, look at this beautiful pink color. This is definitely a neon pink. And as you can see, it's a crackle bead. Now, normally what I do with beads this size is that I use them in earrings, but I can also see using one of these as a focal on a necklace. But anyway, guys, as you can see, it's a very cool pink color and it's definitely neon. And the crackle effect inside the bead really makes that pink stand out a lot. And I bet these are going to look gorgeous outside in the sunlight. Let's take a look at this next one. This is a jade style glass bead and the color is petrol. And what a funny name for a color, because petrol is like a gasoline, so I don't know why they would call it petrol. But anyway, as you can see, it's a very beautiful blue color. I would say it's a medium blue, but there's definitely some variation. Some beads are darker than others, as you can see. And once again, since these beads are so big, I'd probably use them in earrings, but I don't know just yet. It just depends on what comes to mind. And here's the next size down. These are 10mm size beads. I really love this deep blue color. I think it's so gorgeous. Let's take a look at it. These are crackle beads as well. And once again, there's a little bit of variation in the blue color. Some beads are darker than others. I actually prefer that because I like to have variation in my pieces. Like I've said many times, I think it makes a piece look interesting when the beads are a little bit different from each other. But anyway, just like the pink ones, the crackle really shows up and it accentuates the color in my opinion. I think they're very beautiful and very appropriate for the theme of the box, Midnight Garden. Let's take a look at this one. I can tell this is a duo style glass bead. Curated Bead Box includes duo style glass beads in their boxes quite often. And this color is a combination of purple and petrol blue. And that's really funny because the other strand, the 12mm strand, was listed as petrol, not petrol blue. But I'm actually seeing a lot of aqua color in these beads. So I'm a little bit confused about the name of the color. But in any case, these are really pretty, as you can see. And they actually look like gemstones. I love the duo style effect because the bead actually looks like it has some veining, kind of like the dragon's vein gemstones. And I can totally see using these in a necklace. I don't mind using 10mm size beads for necklaces. By the way, this strand is 8 inches long and this one here is 6 inches long. And look at these two gorgeous strands, guys. I love these colors together. I think they're so soft and so beautiful. Both of these are 8mm size beads, but this one here is a super long strand. It's 16 inches long, and this one is 10.5 inches long. Let's take a look at this one. These are called marble style glass beads, and the color is gray/blue swirl. And don't you just love that effect? I think it's so pretty. They look like some kind of gemstone. And I think we did get a silver component. These would actually look great with silver. And I'm saying that because of the gray tones. Very pretty. Let's take a look at this one. These beads are called abstract glass beads, and the color is pink dusk. And if you look closely, they have some metallic specks on the surface, and it looks like there are two colors. There's like a metallic pink and a metallic green, and I think that's why they're called abstract beads, because of the specks or the splotches. I'm not sure what to call them, but it kind of reminds me of back in the days when I used to do gold leaf. I would apply a base of adhesive and then I'd place gold leaf sheets on top and brush them off. And sometimes if the glue dried up too quickly, I'd get this kind of effect. But anyway, these are very pretty, and I'm glad the metallic specks are there because it really dresses up the base color, which is that pink dusk color. And here we have 4 strands of 6mm size beads. These first 3 are 16 inches long, and this one's a little bit shorter. It's about 10.5 inches long. And as you can see, the colors are very similar to the larger beads that I showed you earlier. So they're going to coordinate really nicely. That's why this box is called Curated Bead Box. Somebody took the time to curate the colors and match the beads up, which is not an easy task. Let's take a look at this first one. As you can see, these are glass pearl beads. The color is midnight blue, and what a gorgeous blue that is. And I think the reason they call this box Midnight Garden is because of the pink, maybe, I don't know. In any case, the pink and the blue looks really nice together, and I'm very happy that they gave us larger beads that match. So I'm definitely going to be building some beaded components. Let's take a look at this pink strand. These are also glass pearl beads, as you can see, and I love the name of this color. It's called Bubblegum. So these are going to look really beautiful with the neon pink beads that I showed you before. But I think they're going to coordinate with the abstract beads as well because there was some pink in those beads. At the end of this video, I'll put everything on my board so you can see how everything coordinates. But anyway, guys, I really love this color. I've always liked pinks and rose colors, but I don't think I would do a whole necklace with this color unless it was a spring piece. I think I'm more inclined to just use these as accent beads. But everybody has different tastes, so you might have some other ideas. Let's take a look at this next one here. The description says the color is aqua, but honestly, guys, this does not look like aqua to me. This looks more like a deep ocean blue, maybe. In any case, it's a very lovely color, and they're naming the strand solid color glass beads. And I think they're naming them solid glass because they are pretty opaque in my opinion. There's no translucency at all with these beads, but they're very pretty. I love the color. Let's take a look at this one now. I think they've offered this type of bead in previous boxes, but maybe in a different color. These are also glass beads, but the color is drizzled silver. And I think they're calling it drizzle silver because it does look like somebody drizzled silver paint on the surface of the bead. Very cool. But I'm very happy that they included this silver because it goes really nicely with the blues and the pinks. And here we have a couple of interesting items. We have a silver flower pendant, and what's so cool about it is that it has a bail, so it's going to make it super easy to add to any kind of necklace. And then we have a total of 5 tassels here, so it looks like I may be doing some kind of a boho design with this collection. I don't know. Whenever I see tassels, that's the first thing that comes to mind. But let's take a look at this flower pendant. As you can see, it's pretty large. It measures 54 by 66 millimeters. And like I said, it has that bail attached already, so that's really handy and very convenient. And it looks like the bail has some kind of design on it, so that's really nice. I like that. I'm not sure if I'll leave the pendant like this though. I may attach some beads to it. Either that or I'll hang something from the bottom, more than likely. Very nice. And I think it's the same on both sides. Let me take a look. It looks like it is. Sometimes the back of these pendants are flat, but this is rounded just like the front. And let's take a look at one of these tassels. It's made out of polyester and the color is fuchsia. It measures 130 by 6 millimeters. And because it's so thin, I think what I'll do is maybe double it up. I'm not sure, but that's what I'm thinking about right now. But wouldn't these make cool earrings, guys? Another idea is to attach some beads to these strands, but they would have to be very small beads. I've done that before many times. But more than likely, I'm going to find some kind of bead cap to fit over the top of 2 of them. That's what I'm thinking about right now. I guess you could tie up all 5 of them and have them all underneath one big bead cap. I've made my own beaded bead caps before, and that's another idea. I actually think a beaded bead cap is a better option, and it would look gorgeous. And finally, we have the Finding Starter Kit. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically a kit that contains a lot of the items that you need to get started if you're a beginner. It doesn't have everything, but it certainly has enough to get started. Let me show you what's inside. We get some memory wire, and there's enough there to make at least 2 bracelets. We get some jump rings, and these are 6 millimeter size jump rings, and they're pretty thick. They're pretty good quality. We get some lobster claw clasps. There are 4, as you can see. And here's some flat head pins. These are also pretty thick. And here's some crimp beads. These are not tubes. These are the rounded crimp beads. So you'd be better off squashing them, but I have crimped them before and it works just fine. And we get some stretch cord, and this is very thick stretch cord, so it'll definitely accommodate the larger beads. And here we have some ear wire hooks, and I believe there are 6 ear wire hooks, so that's enough to make 3 pairs of earrings. And we get some beading wire, and I believe this is the 7-strand beading wire, and as you can see, all of these items are in a silver color. So that's the full collection, and I really love these colors. I think they're adorable. They definitely fit the theme, Midnight Garden. I love these beautiful rich blue colors, and like I said before, I like it that they give you larger and smaller beads in the same color family, so that's going to make it really easy to make beaded components. I can totally see matching up this gray blue swirl marble bead with these blue beads here. I think that would look really nice, but they would also look nice with these as well. And also these pink 6 millimeter size beads are going to look great with this strand right here with the metallic specks. And it's because some of the specks are pink, so it's going to pick up the pink from the beads. And of course these silver beads are going to go with a lot of these other colors. So anyway guys, like I said before, my idea is to maybe do a beaded cap for these tassels and maybe make a boho design. I would love to hear your ideas. If you can leave some ideas down in the comment section, that would be great. Let me go ahead and put these away and I'll come back and say goodbye. Well, all I need to do now is heal this wrist and hand, and I can get back into jewelry making because those beads were absolutely amazing. I can't wait to sit down and play with them. I hope you enjoy the unboxing. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.